have my first attempt at putting the cove in the kitchen. This is in the raised ceiling part. It's actually quite challenging because the structure of the roof is not exactly straight. And also this particular cove has a pattern at the bottom, little notches. I'm trying to line them up where the joint, straight joint is, so it looks good there. It's about the same space. It's not perfect, but it looks close. That means the corners just end up wherever they end up. And so what I've done is I've filled it with paintable caulking to cover up some of the mess. I should also mention that underneath of that there's a strip of wood which has been siliconed in. And that's actually what's sealing the roof against insects. So for that reason I don't have to go along and seal all of the top edges, etc. And just leave them as they are. So it is the 24th of May, and I just finished up with the trim here in the kitchen, the cove. Now, contrary to what I had said in another video, I was going to do the doors first and the trim later. I didn't have the material for the doors, so I just started doing the trim. And I think it's turned out all right. Still a few spots where I need to touch up with paint probably, but I will do that at another time. And I have to figure out something to put on the ends here to block that off. Hey everyone, it's the 25th of May, and I've started cutting up the panels, the doors, etc. I'm just going to show you what wood I'm using here. So this is the wood I'm using. It's a laminated pine material, hence all the knots and blemishes in it, but it's a very kind of a rustic look. I got some of the pieces cut here for the drawers. But what I figured out, well, yesterday was that the panels are not 4x8. They're only 94.5 long and 47.25 wide. So that really throws off my intended cutting patterns. Since I have quite a few drawers that are 32 inches wide, that means the drawer fronts will actually have to be 31.75. I don't have enough to get 3 out of one strip. So I actually had some waste, quite a bit of waste. So here's what I've done to use up that. I had a couple of pieces that were too narrow for anything and not long enough for anything else. So I've actually glued them together, 4 of them. So I've got 2 end panels for the lower cabinets. Actually worked out really good. So rather than wasting all of that material. So I picked up 4 sheets the other day. I'm going to need one more sheet, part of one more sheet to finish the kitchen. So I'm going to pick that up another day. I'm just going to plug away at this a little bit by a bit, and I want to get some of the end panels up, see how they look. Okay, that's how it's progressing. It is Friday, the 26th, I believe, or it's 27th. It could be 27th. And I just finished spray painting some of the panels in one drawer face. It's looking pretty good, but I got to do 3 coats, I think. So it's going to be a while. Hey everyone, just a quick update here. It's Monday the 29th of May. Friday, I got food poisoning. And Friday night, Saturday was absolutely horrible. Sunday, I started feeling a bit better. Today's Monday, and I'm still not 100%, but I am making some progress. Despite the fact that I had food poisoning, I did manage to work a little tiny bit Saturday and Sunday, and I'll show you what I've got done. So these are the panels, end panels on the cabinets. There's the upper, and here is the lower. Here's the other corner that I got done. And the upper there. So I just got these screwed in from the back side. 4 screws, sometimes 5 on the bigger ones. And yeah, I think they're looking really good. Also managed to get the garbage door done, but haven't got it installed yet. But I'll just show you outside here the way I'm spraying. So what you see here are 18 drawer fronts all hung up. They got the first coat on, And I have to do 2 more coats. I'll spray another one shortly here, another hour. And then I have to sand them with 240, hang them back up, and spray just the front side. Yeah, so despite the fact that I mentioned I had food poisoning, I have managed to get a little bit done, and today I'm going to make some progress. I'm hoping to get these 18 finished today, and not necessarily installed, but finished, have them sitting in the kitchen. Meanwhile, I can't really work on anything else, sawing or sanding, because I don't want the dust all scattered around over here. So one day at a time. Okay, short update. Hope I'm feeling better the rest of this week, and we'll let you know how things go. Talk to you later. So I got the first drawers faces installed today. The garbage drawer on the left and 3 drawers on the right. This is all that paneled pine product. And I've got some little, I guess some type of pine, knobs on there. And we'll just see how they work. I think she's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now I just got all the rest of them to do, so we'll get started on that tomorrow. Hey everyone, it is June the 2nd, just another quick update. I mentioned, I think in the last little clip, that I was going to get started and finish the cabinet fronts the next day. Well, I haven't done them yet. In fact, here they are lined up against the wall, just waiting to be installed. Meanwhile, I have been working on the rest of the doors. I'll show you what I've got done and the process I'm going through. So I've got the rest of my doors lined up on the table here. Now, because these are flat and there's no what we call a rail and style, a frame around the outside, in order to stabilize them, they will twist and warp and bend. So in order to alleviate most of that, I'm adding these strips. Going to be mounted on the inside of the door at about 5 inches in from top and bottom. They're 1.5 inches deep, which I think should be sufficient, which I think should be enough to stabilize them. I've got a whole bunch more of them lined up along here. I can't remember exactly how many there are, but there's a lot. Anyways, before I install them, I'm going to glue them on, but I realized before I can do that, I have to drill the holes for the hinges. I was going to do that later, but I'm going to have to do that first because my little jig won't fit. I'll just show you that here. So this is the little jig that I use. It's a Craig. I bought this at Lee Valley in Canada. Some of you woodworkers out there might be familiar with that store. It's an online store. Anyways, I digress. It's just a little jig. It clamps on here actually with, I need another clamp on here. So yeah, it clamps on there like that. 3 inches in, little guide on the side there. 3 inches in from the top and bottom, and then you can set the distance from the edge. And once it's clamped down, everything's good to go. It cuts really nice. So there you have it. So I've got to do 2 of those obviously on each doors. Those are for concealed hinges. Normally you would do this with a drill press and some kind of a jig setup, but I don't have a drill press, so this works really good. Yeah, so I can't put those strips on because that jig won't fit on there. They'll be in the way. So I got to drill all these holes. I'm almost finished. I got that whole stack done. And then I'm going to glue on those little strips. Then I'm going to spray them. That takes basically 2 days because I have to paint them, spray them twice, let that dry, sand it, and then spray it the last time. So I'm hoping by the end of next week that I will have all the doors installed. Anyways, we shall keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Just wanted to get a shot of all the doors hanging up. Okay, so it's Saturday the 5th, and I have just completed all of the drawer faces. So there they are, little wooden knobs. Now I just got to put the doors on, which are at this moment outside drying. Hey everyone, it is June 5th, Monday, and it's a very special day for me. I have finally gotten all of the cabinet doors and drawer fronts finished and installed. This has been an enormous amount of work, much more work than I had anticipated. I can't remember exactly how long I've been working on these things, but 3 weeks probably would be a good guess. So the doors are all soft close, which is kind of a nice feature. And the upper one above the fridge has a little cylinder on it, so that it opens up so you can stick your junk in there and then close it back down. Okay, so I'm really happy about that. As I mentioned, it was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Between that and the boxes, I'm not sure which one was the worst job or the biggest job. But anyways, it's done now. I'm going to be painting the window frames and installing the ledge underneath the water filters. Yeah, so those are the projects I've got on the go, as well as the rest of the house. One small step for man, one giant step for mankind, as the saying goes. Okay, thanks for tuning in to Home on the Range by Passion for Life Gallery. Appreciate your support. Stay tuned, more to come. Talk to you next time. Have a good day.